Today's scripture reading is in Genesis 19 and 20, and we see God's judgment and his mercy. Have you ever had to leave something behind for your own good? Genesis 19 is a sobering chapter. It's a hard chapter about God's judgment on the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. It also reveals his mercy towards those willing to trust and obey him, even when it's hard. The chapter opens with two angels arriving in Sodom. Lot, Abraham's nephew, who had moved into the area, meets them and insists they stay at his house. He's showing them hospitality and care, much like Abraham had done in Genesis 18. But Sodom's wickedness is on full display when men from the city surround Lot's house, and they are demanding that these visitors be handed over to them. It's a scene filled with darkness and evilness and brokenness. It's a picture of society fully turned away from God, and we can see that all around us today. But in the middle of this, God's mercy shines through. God shows his heart. The angels rescue Lot and his family, and he's urging them to flee the city immediately. Their warning is clear. Get up and get out. Get out of this place, for the Lord is about to destroy the city. That's Genesis 19:14. Lot hesitates. He's struggling to leave the familiar behind. Yet God's compassion is greater than Lot's fear. I'm so thankful for that. Because of the Lord's compassion on him, the men grabbed his hand, grabbed his wife's hand, and the hands of his two daughters. And then they brought him out, and they left him outside the city. They took care of him. We see that in Genesis 19:16. Even when Lot was reluctant to do the right thing, God extended mercy. Tragically, not everyone heeded the warning. Lot's sons-in-law, they dismissed it as a joke. They played it off. And his wife couldn't resist looking back and longing for what she was about to lose and what she was leaving behind. But Lot's wife looked back and became a pillar of salt because God had given them that instruction, Genesis 19:26. Her fate is a reminder of the cost of divided loyalty, holding on to the past while trying to follow God's leading and his direction and his plan. Despite the city's destruction, God remembered Abraham's intercession, and he spared Lot and his family. That's the heart of God. This powerful act shows that even in judgment, even in God's judgment, God's mercy and his faithfulness remain strong. So let me ask, are there areas in your life where God is calling you to leave something behind? Whether it's a harmful habit, a toxic relationship, or a mindset rooted in fear, I want to encourage you to trust that his plans are for your good, even when it's hard to let go. Don't look back with regret. Instead, move forward with faith. Trust God. Trust his mercy and trust his